Dear anyone contemplating Sister Loc contemplators. I'm going to say, dear Sister Loc contemplators.
I'm passing through, don't blink your eyes. I won't lie. I'm passing through, don't blink your eyes. I won't lie. I'm passing through, don't blink your eyes. I won't lie.
Dear Sister Loc contemplators, I have some, not advice, not tips, just some lessons through my process. So lesson number 1, do your research. Do your research. Like, I say do your research, I mean do your due diligence. So that's the better word. Make sure you do your due diligence. Go through, comb through everyone that you walk across. You like their hair. Hey, can I get your lady's information? Can I get your man's information? Do they have a page? Call the person, get a feel for the person, because mostly all Sister Loc consultants have a consultation. So when you're in that consultation, ask all the questions that you want to ask, all the questions that you think of, and make sure after the consultation you send a follow-up text message saying everything that was discussed, because they will send a follow-up text and say things that are discussed, and you think you have an understanding the whole time you don't have an understanding. And this is no tea, no shade to anybody. Matter of fact, like, I just want to be clear, like, my hair is my hair now, but if I knew then what I know now, I would have went through this a whole different way. Just because you like how someone's hair looks and they give you that information and you go through the consultation, if it were me, if I could go back in time, I would have went to a couple of consultations. I would have combed through a couple of people's work. I would have done things differently, because quick backstory, I was under the impression that I was getting Sister Locs whole time. If you see, I have a whole bunch. But whole time, when the woman started, after the consultation and all, she was like, oh, I was in her chair the day of, after waiting 3 months. After waiting 3 months. So you know how bad I wanted this. This was me I call them Sister Locs still, but they're not Sister Locs. This. This is me. Waited 3 months so I can get Sister Locs. I was ready to be locked in for life, okay? A part of the gang. So the day of the appointment, I go, and as she's in my hair, she said something. I'm like, no, that's not what I'm getting. She said, no, we didn't discuss that. And in my head, like, my heart sank, because I was like, we had a whole consultation 3 months ago. You wrote, when you sent me an email, what it is that I was getting and the price of what I was getting. And now I'm in your chair and it's a whole different story. And I was just super, like, excited. And I was eager to get this style in my head, because I've been wanting it for so long that I decided just like, okay, whatever. She's saying, you know, she's going to make it look real. Because I was like in the chair and she said this and I was like, wait, that's not what we discussed. So now at this point, I'm turning all the way around like, wait, let's get this cleared up, because I want Sister Locs. So after a while of her going back and forth, telling me all this stuff, long story short, it seemed like now that I know better, she didn't want to do it because it was going to be a longer process. So disclaimer, these are not Sister Locs. These are not Sister Locs. My grid is not perfect. It's nice, but it's not perfect. Sister Locs is an immaculate grid. That's what Sister Locs is. I have a lot of I have micro locks. I have micro locks that when people don't know better, they're like, oh, you have Sister Locs? No. I could pull it off, but the people in the community know. And I ain't gonna do that because they know. And I wanted to be a part of the lock-in community of Sister Locs, and I'm not. I'm an interlocker. People gonna mess with me. The Sister Locs community gonna mess with me because they see the attempt. But it's not giving Sister Locs locked in for real. It's giving, that's cute. Okay. So basically, again, had I done my due diligence, because the person's who hair I saw hair is beautiful. And my hair is beautiful. It's going to grow out to be, you know, beautiful. But I don't have Sister Locs. And that really hurts my feelings. But I'm not going to cut my hair off now. But what I should have done is not get my hair done at all. Because I paid a lot of money for this. And I'm not going to say how much I paid for it. But I paid a lot of money for this. And for me not to be able to say I have Sister Locs kind of hurts my feelings. Because it's like, that's what I wanted. I wanted Sister Locs. So yeah, do your due diligence. Find a couple of people who work you like. Comb through their work. Make sure you love their grid. Go to the consultations. And you follow up with them a couple times before the day of, just to make sure that everyone is on one accord. Because what you don't want is what happened to me. 3 months later, you go in there, 40 hours later, and it's not what you want. It's what you have now. So, you know, you're going to make it do what it do. Especially, you know, you're pretty, yeah. But it's not what you want. So make sure, especially when you're spending your money, you're spending the money for what you want. And my mom did tell me, because I called my mom, you know us. Beep, 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 beep. Mama. She said, girl, if I was you, I'll get up. I wouldn't get nothing that I don't want. You say you want a Sister Loc. I said, I know. And she said, what you gonna do? She said, you've been waiting for 3 months. Basically, my mama always put it back on me. Girl, it ain't my head. You figure it out. And I was just like, because honestly, I was gonna have to wait for someone else. I have been waiting for so long. I was like, no, I want my hair to be just finished. Mind you, I love my hair. It's gonna be like very, very, when it grows out longer, it will be like teed up. And people, like I said, people in the Sister Loc community, like, I'm getting reties. That's another, I'll go into that. But due diligence. Second, consider, you know, your retie process, especially when you're just new into the game. So what happened with me was I ended up getting my install in Florida. I moved and I'm going back and forth. Well, I thought I was be able to go back and forth easily because I still had obligations and things back in Florida. So I was like, yeah, I'll do this and this. You know, life be life, and y'all. So time coming by, I'm missing an appointment. I gotta have this because I'm new to the game and I can't lose, you know, my foundation. So the first time I was able to get my retie by the person who did the install, which was lovely. The second time I was not able to get a retie from the person who installed it. And that leads me into the third topic, which is interlocking and Sister Locs are two different tools. I don't want interlocks. I want the Sister Loc method to be used on my head. And the difference is like the tool, like the interlock tool can get you all the way to your roots, get the little itty bitty nitty, like the little particle that you just like, you pulling like that. I don't want all that. The Sister Loc tool is not able to get all of that, right? It has like a bigger base that doesn't allow it to pull all of the extra hair. It's not capable of doing that because it's to preserve your hair. If you keep doing that tedious process with the interlock tool, you're going to start missing some hair. Like over time. It might not happen now, especially because, you know, you're young. You young and you turn. You young and you popping. So it's going to be like, okay. But eventually, through time, those hairs, you're going to pull out your hair. You're going to start balding. So I never wanted interlock. Like, never. Always wanted Sister Locs because I understood that the tool and the method are two completely different things. And I wanted longevity in my hair, not just the cute style for right now. So that's the thing. So that happened my second time. And I was like mortified. Like, I paid, you know, what it cost to get a retie plus some. This one was really expensive. And I knew when I said, you don't have a sister lock tool? I was like, you're not certified? Oh, no. Took a deep breath, because here I am again in this situation where I have to get a retie. If I don't get a retie, then I'm going to lose my foundation. And you don't even have the proper things that you need to have, but you saying that you can retie sister locks. You can't retie sister locks because you don't have the tool to retie sister locks. You have an interlock tool. I don't want my hair is not I don't want that. I don't want it. So just know it's different, like in methods and tools. Greetings and salutations. It's Style by Hustler Locs. This is like my time making this video, so it's gonna be my last time making this video. I want to ask you, if you haven't downloaded the 90-day Wishing 7 Fingers on Me, All My Dogs accountability journal, why? It's free. It's down below. And get all the things that the devil stole from you back. It's time to lock into the business of you for 90 days. Lock in. Nothing else matters right now. This is the time. The shift is happening. So go ahead and download that. It works. It works for me. It continues to work for me. And I want everybody to have the abundance of the goodness that is here. So back to the message. Final thing I would say is that make sure you also price around. Look at me going back to my notes. Make sure you price around too, because I paid what I paid for my hair. And I paid a lot of money for my hair. So when I go to people who are, this is my 4th retie. And my 4th time I went to actually certified sister lock specialist. Like, I see the certificate on the wall and I'm like, oh, I see the foundation. I see how she lay it down. I'm like, oh, like, that's what I wanted. I wanted to be a part of that immaculate community, because when you see the sister lock grid, oh, it's beautiful. I love it. And the woman did an awesome job on my hair. Like, I'm not taking that away from her at all. And it's no shade, but it's not sister locks. So I can't, in good faith, like, when I'm talking to someone who really has sister locks, like, oh yeah, I have sister locks too, they're gonna look at me like, no, you don't. And it's true, I don't. So I went to an actual like sister lock specialist, and it was like a whole different process. Like, she explained stuff to me so well. And the first lady who I went to too, she had a sister lock certification, but her certification lapsed. So it's giving lapse. The hair is giving lapse. Whereas the woman who I went to the last time for my retie, she was still licensed, still specialized, still paying her dues, and she just had a different love for hair in general, but specifically towards the sister lock community. Like, she was very, very, very passionate about, you know, the process of sister locks, which made me so happy, because I too am very, like, I love like the maturation of the hair. I love to see it sprout and grow and, you know, do its thing. And everyone's going to have a different life cycle with their locks. So that's my last little nugget, number 5. And essentially it's enjoy the process. Like, whether you start long or short or, you know, whatever it is, rock your hair. Do you rock your hair, have it out, have it shaking, have it flowing. If it grows so quickly, like, oh my goodness, it grows so quickly. Like, I cannot even believe my hair is this long, and it's not like to the floor, but it's like, wow, I can see, like, you know, it dropping. I can see it. I can see like the locks starting to bud and change, and like, it's just different now. The loose hair, you know, starting not to be so loose anymore. And I love it. So quick takeaways. 1, I don't have sister locks. I have micro locks. 2, I wanted sister locks and I have micro locks. 3, when you know better, you do better. So I'm happy that you got through this whole video so you can see, like, okay, I'm going to make sure I do my due diligence and my research and I get exactly what I want, because I'm spending the money. 4, price around to make sure you're not getting ripped off. If you keep getting a consistent, this is how much it's going to cost for your hair, because every hair is different, because every length of the hair is different. then that's pretty much the price. But if you're getting one, something not right.
I'm passing through.